What up? It's your boy Pizza Planet here, and welcome to another Pokemon Sword and Shield news update. It's actually happening, guys. The news, the leaks from the other day have actually come true, and Sirfetch'd is coming. So I thought with this insane new reveal, what better timing than now to do another top 10, or top 3. Galarian forms, the replacement to Alolan forms from Alola in Galar, and we got a whole bunch of them revealed so far. 3 of them, in fact, so let's count them down, or up. This video is a meme if you can't tell yet.
Number 3.
Sirfetch'd. You heard me right, Sirfetch'd is real. Our favorite bird boy Chiding is finally getting the evolution he deserves in Sirfetch'd, a Galarian form that is actually going to be a fighting type with the ability Steadfast and exclusive to Pokemon Sword. Y'all may remember a couple of days ago there was a glitch going on in the Pokemon website. I mean, no one knew what it was going to be back then, right? The leaks were true. The image was actually rotated and flipped, and it turns out it was Sirfetch'd the whole time with his big ol' leak sword, as we had him revealed today as a Pokemon Sword exclusive, but he actually has a sword and shield, or maybe a lance. He looks amazing. I love his design. Even though he's not wearing the shades I was hoping for, the angry look on his face is just amazing. And that smug expression like, boy, you even think about putting me in that Pokemon curry? You getting sliced up, alright? He is not amused by the Pokemon toy. This new Galarian form is bursting with personality and flavor, as you can see a little onion at the bottom of his leek sword there. I don't really know how leeks work, honestly. Is that what the bottom of a leek normally looks like? I mean, usually you see it cut, so I'm not really sure why there's an onion at the bottom other than for added flavor, but thankfully they made his sword look awesome, and his lettuce shield is pretty cool as well. I know it's not lettuce, but I'm not too familiar with plants out here. What do I look like, a botanist? I am, however, an expert at reading the Pokemon website, which states that only Farfetch'd that have survived many battles can attain this evolution. When this Pokemon's leek withers, it will retire from combat. So many of you predicted what the blurred out text would be, but one thing that I'm surprised by is that this is actually an evolution to Farfetch'd, and makes me wonder if Farfetch'd itself will also get a Galarian form, or if it's going to be a situation like Cubone and Alolan Marowak, which Cubone was still its regular ground type, but if you evolved it in Alola, it became the Fire Ghost. Because I'm gonna be honest, this doesn't really look evolved to me. Like, it kind of just looks like Galarian Farfetch'd, but I guess he does have bigger pecs and all the stress turned his feathers white. I mean, that is one big leak. The leak definitely evolved, but Farfetch'd himself, I'm not too sure about. It is a pure fighting type, which is also a little bit weird to me. I would have liked it to be a fighting and flying type, kind of like Halucha, because that's one of my favorite Pokemon too, but like I said, it doesn't really look like an evolution to me, so I'm curious to see if there is going to be a Galarian Farfetch'd as well. Sirfetch'd also has a signature move called Meteor Assault, where he points its leek at the opponent and charges toward them at great speed. This move is devastatingly powerful, however, it appears it also puts great strain on Sirfetch'd, and it will be unable to take action immediately after using the move. I'm guessing it's something like Hyper Beam or Giga Impact, which means it's going to have a lot of power behind it, but of course Sirfetch'd will be tired out the turn afterwards. Takes a lot of energy to swing a sword that big around. Trust me, I would know. In battle, Sirfetch'd uses the sharp stalk of its leek as a lance and the thick leaves as a shield. Wait, it's actually a lance? And it's exclusive to Pokemon Sword, but it actually has a shield? I'm so confused. When its leek finally withers, Sirfetch'd will leave the battlefield and retire from battling entirely. A noble knight to the very end. So of course, being a Pokemon Sword exclusive begs the question of what will Sirfetch'd's counterpart be in Pokemon Shield version. I believe someone tweeted at me that in the leaks it said Chatot might be the version exclusive for Shield as an electric type, which sounds insane. I mean, Sirfetch'd does have a sword and shield already, so I'm not really sure if the other Pokemon necessarily has to have a shield theme, but Chatot is a Pokemon I've completely forgotten about up until I saw that tweet, so it would definitely be cool to see another forgotten bird Pokemon get some love. So let me know what you guys think of Sirfetch'd, officially revealed as an evolution to Farfetch'd, not a regional variant by the way, so we could very well still see a Galarian Farfetch'd. That is basically all the new information we got for today, but as you guys can see in the title, this is top 3 Galarian forms. We ain't done yet, boys. Let's move on to number 2. Number 2! Obstagoon! This lickin' lovin' Linoon evolution is ready to rock and roll all night and shout out loud its love for blocking, as it is known as the blocking Pokemon, and is of course a new evolution for Linoon, one of my personal favorite early normal type Pokemon, although maybe that's just because I love the Hoenn region, so any love for Hoenn region Pokemon I definitely appreciate, and this dark and normal type is no exception. Living in the harsh conditions of the Galar region have forced some Linoons to evolve even further beyond as they face fierce competition against others of their species. Their survival instincts have been honed as a result, leading to their evolution into Gene Simmons. Just look at that tongue, he is wild and ready to lick it up, the curry that is. And its stance in battle as it holds its arms crossed, ready to block any attack, which fits perfectly with its signature attack known as Obstruct, where Obstagoon will taunt an opponent, baiting it into attacking, and when the opponent strikes, Obstagoon will cross its arms and meet the oncoming attack with its Obstruct move, dealing devastating damage. I think my love for Hoenn and just the fact that they're actually doing an evolution for older Pokemon has impressed me so much. Same thing with Sirfetch'd actually. I just never thought we'd be getting evolutions for older Pokemon ever again, and they're actually doing it, which is pretty cool. I know it took them like 3 years, but geez, I'm just so happy that they're finally doing it. I really love this Pokemon design-wise, but just like Sirfetch'd, I wish it would have been a more unique typing, though with that normal type, of course, it does get better moves to power up that reckless ability. But it can actually also have Guts, which will of course increase its attack when the Pokemon is afflicted by a status condition. And with items like the Flame Orb being available, of course that means this guy's gonna be a monster when it's burned. I just love the idea that this dude could be literally on fire and somehow hitting even harder. So fitting for a Pokemon that literally looks like a member of the band Kiss. Now, before moving on to number 1, we've got an honorable mention. And that is, of course, Bong Galarian Weezing, aka Weezing Dimmadome, owner of the Dimsdale Dimmadome. This Galarian form is a powerhouse, and I don't mean like the mitochondria. Galarian Weezing is a poison and fairy type, which makes it weak to only steel and psychic moves, I believe, as it does have the levitate ability as one of its options, but its other ability is even more insane. I'm not sure why the Pokemon website doesn't list it yet, as they officially revealed it. Like, come on Pokemon, update your stuff. Its other ability, Neutralizing Gas, suppresses the effects of abilities of all Pokemon currently in battle, meaning that not only can Galarian Weezing block out things like Levitate for enemy Pokemon, but in a double battle, it can also negate the abilities of its partner Pokemon. So if you pair this guy, or guys, can't forget about Lil Homie on the right, it can negate things like the Truant ability on Slacking, so it will be attacking every turn without falling asleep. Slow Start on Regigigas will no longer be a thing, so right off the bat you'll get your fully powered Regigod. My brain's a little fried from one too many puffs of the Galarian Weezing, if you know what I'm saying, so I'm sure you guys can think of a lot more Pokemon that Galarian Weezing with that Neutralizing Gas could partner up with to beat down on enemy double battlers. I love the design of this Pokemon and the fact that it is a poison and fairy type though. It's got a green mustache. How much better does it get than that, really? The toxins accumulated within Weezing's body form into concentrated poison gas clouds that leak out and drift around it. This gas is so potent that even a whiff is enough to stun and immobilize an opponent. And despite the site saying it is Weezing's best weapon during battles, it actually has nothing to do with its abilities or moves or anything. That's just a nice little Pokedex description for you, I guess. But although the green clouds making up its glorious facial hair may be poisonous, the air it emits from the tops of its heads is actually very clean and perfectly safe to be inhaled, by its loving Pokemon trainers. Now you're probably wondering, if Galarian Weezing is just an honorable mention, who could the number 1 spot be for the Galarian top 3?
Number 1.
Brace yourselves, because here comes Galarian Zigzagoon! Do I even need to explain why? Just look at this Pokemon. Galarian Zigzagoon enjoy battles and will charge at people and other Pokemon in an attempt to provoke a fight. This behavior usually succeeds in starting a battle with other Pokemon, but humans tend to think Galarian Zigzagoon is just playing or showing affection.
Give me kisses! Give me kisses! Give me kisses!
And how could you think otherwise with that little tongue sticking out like it's perpetually thirsty? I mean, it's basically everyone's pet dog, except it's actually a raccoon apparently. They're known to inhabit all areas of the region, including fields, forests, and even towns. There's some speculation that the zigzag movements of the Zigzagoon in other regions stems from the restless nature of Galarian Zigzagoon, which is considered to be the oldest branch of the species. That's right, Galarian Zigzagoon is the original Goon, which automatically puts it above regular Zigzagoon, probably my favorite early normal type Pokemon, and that automatically makes this my number 1 Galarian form revealed so far. I'm sorry, Linoon, you didn't even make the list, bro, but I guess that means you're top 4? It's popular among unhappy and angry youths, okay? I am neither of those. I'm one of the happiest people on YouTube, okay? I've never gotten angry, ever, as you guys I'm sure know. I love soup. I love mushroom soup. What the f- So that's gonna do it for today's video. I thought that the Sirfetch'd news was a bit short, so I wanted to try doing something a little more funny. I don't know, maybe it's just clickbait, but hope you guys enjoyed it regardless. Let me know what you think of Sirfetch'd and the other Galarian forms revealed so far, and what you think the Pokemon Shield exclusive, I'm assuming Galarian form will be for Pokemon Shield, of course, because Sirfetch'd is going to be only in Sword, even though it literally has a Sword and Shield. So could it actually be another Pokemon with a Sword and Shield based concept, or could it actually be another form or a different split evolution of the Farfetch'd line? Because I still would really love to see the Madame Gen 2 beta evolution of Farfetch'd. I think that design looks really awesome, and the fact that it's never going to be a real thing now kind of makes me sad, although I still do love Sirfetch'd. Just give him some shades, Game Freak, please. Sirfetch'd Squad, it's a perfect idea. You heard it here first. Now put it in the game or I'm sending my Galarian Zigzagoon after you. Alright, that's it. Thanks for watching and see you in the next one.